All right, here are 10 ways that anyone can make 10K per month explained like it's to a 5-year-old. So bear with me. I'm not going to do like any cuts or anything right now. This is just going to go all the way through. And I'm trying to get it as fast as possible. So the first thing, growth operating slash IPGA. So the difference between both of those is IPGA is just a more scaled version of growth operating, but explain like a 5-year-old, basically growth operating is just you somehow find a content creator who's willing to work with you, then you create a community for them, such as like Skool, or those of you who aren't familiar with the platform Skool, Skool, it's basically like Discord or anything, any community platform. You make one of those for them and run that, and then you get half of the profits or however much you make up, and scale that through ads and Instagram organic and TikTok and all of that. And then IPGA is basically that, just on steroids, when you have like 50 to 100 creators, and it's just like a whole agency instead of just a one-person job. And that's where you get into the 50 million or 100 million per year. Once you get into that, like 50 to 100 creators, that's how you can get to there. But that's not important for getting to 10K per month. So the next one is content creation. I'm doing both growth operating and content creation. And content creation, really, there's no reward in it for the first probably half a year to a year that you do it. But as soon as you hit that like big blow up, then the reward is just massive. So it is a very easy thing to do. Like, you don't lose energy just like talking to a camera or posting on anything like that. You do put yourself out there, so if like someone you know is seeing it, there's a chance you'll get like shit on for that. But other than that, not really many downsides. It's free to start, and it's overall a very good way. After that is private label dropshipping. So basically regular dropshipping, where you find a supplier and then get them to ship directly to whoever's buying from you. But let's be for real, no one's buying that. But what they will buy is a brand that actually looks decent and has a website that they'd be able to trust. And that is paired with the shady dropshipper in China. Not the most morally sound thing, but there's many, many worse ways to make money. There's also a clothing brand. This is my first ever business that I ever attempted when I was like 14. It was called TTI Shirts, and it was from a platform called Teespring. And basically all you have to do is make a design on a t-shirt and market it in some type of way, and that is the whole entire business. It is a very easy business to compete in. There are so many people that will say it's saturated, it's very difficult to compete in. If you just have a good form of marketing, or even just if you don't even have a platform, if you just run ads and your clothing is decent, it will be successful. And you can easily make 10K to 100K per month when you scale it up through actual quality clothes. All you have to do is just either find a good manufacturer or partner with something like Teespring, where they make the t-shirt for you and ship it out for you. If you're a complete beginner, that's what I highly recommend. And just market through TikTok. It's 100% free. So Teespring and TikTok, and if you make decent shirts that are, people even buy if it's just funny. They don't have to be like good shirts, they just have to be funny. Like, some people just buy for that. So if you can do that, then you can definitely be very successful in there and make upwards of, like, if you're doing that for a few years, $1 mil or $2 mil per year. I think definitely you can scale that up. So after that, we have become an editor. This is kind of slept on because people think of it as just like a regular job, but editors are 100% very, very needed, and they're an in-demand field. So if you get a creator with a few million followers and you are a really good editor, you have an established reputation, and you have people in the past that you've worked with, just work your way up from 10,000 to like 100,000. And like the first creator you work with, ask just to work for free. Like, just get the experience under your belt and say, hey, for the next customer that I get, I will say, hey, I've worked X amount of hours or X amount of months with this person. This is why I'm experienced. I know what I'm doing. And just tell that when you're going and trying to get the next client. Because when your first client, you're not gonna have any like leverage on that. So just get the experience to gain the leverage, then start going after better clients after that. But it is definitely very, very easy to make good money within probably around half a year to a year with editing. But it has to be something that you somewhat enjoy. I wouldn't recommend doing it if you just like hate editing, but yeah, it is if you don't hate it, it's very, very in demand right now. So definitely get after it if you do not hate it. Then there's also TikTok automation. This one is like somewhat new. It is where basically you just, if you've ever seen the TikToks where people are having like podcast clips and like GTA on the bottom, basically the most brain rot you could think of. Some of those guys are making 50 to 60K per month just off of brain rot. Again, not the most morally sound way to make money. I don't personally do it, but who am I to judge? It makes money if you are working on it like every day and posting like 3 to 5 videos a day of just pure brain rot. You will be making like 50 to 60K within at least half a year. I would very, 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 very confident in that. Like it's a little bit messed up, but you can make a lot of money from it. The 7th is SMMA. This is just any type of agency where you can be running Facebook ads, you can be doing SEO, you can be doing, but that's search engine optimization for anyone who doesn't know. It's just where you're looking on Google and then the first thing that pops up is sponsored or got there because there are certain words, and you're doing that for a certain company because they want to be, if someone's searching for them, they want to be able to be found. And anyways, that was a little tangent, but really you just need to have some type of way where you can generate a business more income. It can be through ads, it can even just be through TikTok organic, like offer to do like some TikToks for them, the market for them. And if they see more sales coming in through there, they will definitely give you some money for that. So be creative with it. Find any way you could possibly make a business more money. I think the most simple is just like Facebook ads or YouTube ads and get really good at that. And once you've worked on that for maybe like a few weeks or a few months and just like gone down the YouTube rabbit hole of everything that makes you succeed in there, go out and say, hey, I'll work for free for a month. And then after that, maybe hire me. Do that, like send that message out to probably 100, maybe 200. That may take you a week, but it'll be worth it. Just get that experience. And I promise you, you will be making good money within probably half a year. All right, next is copywriting. This is not one that I know too much about, but it definitely does work. It is a little bit, it's probably the most tedious one on here. I'd say it's not really a romanticized job, but for anyone who doesn't know, it's just like sales and email. And there's definitely a need for it. I just don't find it very interesting, but if you find like writing and all of that, like to be something that suits you well, then go for it. It is one of the very, very needed and very, very profitable things within this list. So you could probably be making, as a freelancer, around like 100K per month within 2-3 years. I think you could probably do it sooner if you're like really committed to it, but if you just have it as like a side thing, maybe get there in like 3 years, I'd say that's not too terrible. Then the 9th one is affiliate marketing. Just start making, like, I don't really do this because I try not to be on TikTok or Instagram too much, but you could definitely just, if you don't mind being on camera, start like have a budget of like a few $1,000s and start like reviewing stuff off of Amazon and make it be somewhat entertaining and get stuff off of Amazon. And then once you reach a certain follower amount, get the affiliate link from Amazon or even from other companies. Like I think there's like a dropshipping company, but I forget. Look up companies that you can affiliate for, and you will be making a lot of money off that. That is what every influencer is doing. That is what, like, if you ever see a sponsor in a video, we're saying like, oh, go buy this, they're an affiliate. They will get money from that. So just make videos around that topic and you will be good. And then number 10, gambling.